Hey healing homies, welcome to another Fairy Friday reading. We are going to be pulling some cards for the Healing Collective with the intention of what you're needing to know when this video finds you. First fairy out tonight is look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So some of us are feeling curious. I feel like there must have been, or there may have been, a discovery in a fertile grounds in which you could learn a lot. Learn a lot about yourself, learn a lot about why you're here, learn about your purpose, and learn about how this world is yours. And learning how to emanate that sense of belonging in your nervous system or in your energy. Okay, so look in a book. You could have just purchased a book recently, or you felt pulled to read about a certain subject. Okay, so what else have we got for this collective? We have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Beautiful card coming in here. So this could be like you are wanting to learn about something that you may have felt a negative or fear-based attachment to. So this card says psychic. So if you're looking into even like all the colors, like color theory, or seeing auras, or receiving psychic downloads and following your intuition more, this could be in line with the book that you've most recently done. It could also be like a leveling. I don't want to say leveling up. It just feels like a leveling, like you're leveling up in an expansive manner, where maybe you're actually looking in a cookbook, but the way that you're connecting to the food is deeper. It has more significance. The way you prepare your food, maybe there's more of an honoring ritual or a gratitude ritual that you're wanting to bring in. It's also, I thought of the word prayer with the protection coming in as well. Maybe feeling the pull to be protected in your own prayer. But there is a challenge here, because if I'm praying for my protection, that might be a clash with that negative attachment you have to whatever you are learning or unlearning in the circumstance. So this is just Spirit saying, you know, when you're feeling challenged, that is a time to pray. 333 when I said that, when I looked at the clock. So, but very positive card. This journey of knowledge and expansion is being supported by your unseen support, and so supported in fact that they are helping you to find protected knowledge. So this could be protected knowledge within self. Even the book you could be looking in could be reading an old journal entry here. But it's about pacing yourself. This feels like something to savor and allow it to unfold and reveal itself. It's not necessarily like a, you know, that would be a love-based way to receive the information that you're wanting to learn, is by having a relationship that is kind of slow and steady, but inspiring. There could be energies around you at the moment that are not feeling like they're protected, and you might be worrying about them. There is power in prayer, obviously, but if you are needing to be, I guess the message here is that as you learn and expand your consciousness or knowledge, there is going to be like more of you landing in the present moment. So you're going to be more aware of things and more aware of people, and maybe even more aware of their energies as they're speaking to something. But we're not looking, this is Spirit saying, we're not looking for you to be Collector's therapist. We're just asking that as you enjoy your fertile learnings and enjoy being curious and inspired and consuming the knowledge with a healthy appetite, there is going to potentially be a time where the divine will ask you to be the one that shines protection on another, not in any way putting yourself in harm's way, but in maybe just reminding them that light is prevalent, hearing them when they ask for help, and showing up in whatever capacity you can. And that might not be necessarily that, you know, like we said, we're not wanting you to be the therapist, but tau tukuing to your own journey of learning in life circumstances. Okay, so yeah, that just felt like that needed to be said. Okay, and our third fairy card is motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely something that you want to do. So if I'm like, look in the book, and you're like, oh, I don't want to look in that book, it's not that book then. It's about something that is kind of opening you up to life again in a way that only the words on these pages can. Like, there's something beautiful about the human exchange, and whoever is an author of this book that you're reading, or who is part of it, is it's a human to human exchange that is magical. So I guess allow the magic, and allow that magic to motivate you to create more magic. On the bottom here we've got ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now it is time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So yeah, I feel like there's a balance here with this collective, because they're wanting to show up for others, but they're definitely being guided to be with self. And with those parts of self that you may struggle to sit with alone, that's when you call in the divine, ask for help, ask for angels to lift the weight of your problems as you take time to rest and nourish yourself, because it's so important. We can't have you staying in overthinking, stressed out cycles, because that's not your energy. That's just a distraction, okay? Yes. We're going to move on to the fortune cards now. What fortune is coming through with this? Where is this information leading the collective spirit? What do they need to know more about here? Number 10, fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So this book is all this information that you're integrating and wanting to like move from knowing the intellectual korero of what you're learning to actually feeling the embodiment of what it is. It is about clearing out the clutter, okay? So making intentional cleanses at the moment, whether that be clutter in your home or clutter in your mind, in your heart space, because this fire that has been put out, it's kind of relighting some embers that were meant to arise this September for the unfolding events of the rest of your year. So I suppose there's a message here, and rejection is protection. Okay, so not having any attachment to worth outside of self, really knowing who you are, and burning away outdated systems of thinking or being. And then on protection we have unity. Number 34, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So this is coming on protection. Okay, so this is you reaching, your light self reaching its hand out to your shadow self. It's your spirit guides, your ancestors reaching out to hold your hand through your journey as who you are this lifetime. Could also be about reconnection with a part of yourself, so the creative you, or the happy you, the joyous you, the fun you, the secure. There's a securement here. A securement? A secure attachment, perhaps. More like, it's like bringing back your own power. And we talked about belonging at the start, so it's also kind of like unity with the earth and what's happening in your neighborhood and in your community. I kind of wonder if like part of this knowledge that you're learning or being inspired to strengthen, deepen your understanding is actually going to in turn serve you, but serve the community that surrounds you as well. So this is also why there's a lot of protection around this for you. You've got to feel your own healing first before you can start giving it away or making it an offering to people. So take your time with this internal space. We are in the last few months of the year of the Hermit, so I suspect that there could be some quite big revelations or reconnection, that unity coming back, you know, like, oh, this is like remembrance of who you are. Like, I'm not someone who has self-doubt. I'm not someone who puts myself down before I can even have the chance to speak or ask my question. Okay. And then on motivation, we have the key. Number 15, new beginnings, direction, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah, so there is an outdated story, and it could be an outdated story in which you were a victim because you didn't see what was coming come. You didn't anticipate what was going to happen. And there could be a little bit of a battle in the past where you were like, had I known this had happened, I wouldn't have ABC. But like we said, rejection is protection, whether that be you being the one doing the rejecting or receiving the rejection. But this is like the key that was given to you in such that awful, enraging experience. Spirit was offering you a key back to like the door to your own heart, which is what I'm saying here, because we've got green around the key too, which is giving heart chakra, and the yellow's coming into a little bit there. So like you kind of like, it's like, say if we could predict our life and we knew at some point for our soul's learning and growth we had to go through a separation of some kind, especially if we were heading down the wrong road. Now we would volunteer to go through that so that we could be diverted onto the right path where we're able to show up fully as ourselves, as opposed to staying together but smaller than you would outside of the connection. Okay, so key, new beginnings, and then on the bottom we have okay, so we have ask for help on the bottom of the fairy deck, right? And then on the bottom of this deck we have number 2, angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So they are making themselves apparent. Please allow yourself to be open to their love and to their guidance. Don't just ask for something and then block your ears and say la la la, because it's the unfolding. This is not just a spirit hug, feel the love and move on. This is like, we've agreed to do this together, so let me in and let me help guide you, okay? Because you've been through it and you've done enough alone, which you were never alone, but now it's time to start this new beginning, knowing that you have angels that are supporting you. This could be a guardian angel. A guardian angel. So in my spiritual development course, and I learned this and I took this because it resonates to my experience, is that we all come in with a guardian angel. And I believe this is also described in the Bible, if that's one of the texts, spiritual texts that you follow. But you come in with a guardian angel, and they're your personal guardian angel for this lifetime. And they're the ones that are with you when you're born and when you die. So there is, I feel them coming on my left, whereas your right side's more of your spirit guide, your ancestral guide, like someone in your ancestry who's done enough mahi to help you throughout this lifetime. But with the angel, since they're sinking in here, we're going to talk to maybe some meditation around any energy you feel towards that presence. And you are so welcome to lay it out for them. You are so welcome to ask them questions and if you want to get to know them, part of that could be asking for their name. Yeah. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know here for this Healing Homie Collective? Gonna get the tarot out now. I'm getting really warm. Okay, first card out is the Page of Swords. Education, dude, no fucking shit. Okay, so you could be going through like a whole, because this is on Look in a Book and the Fire card. So you are now coming into like a much more harmonious time with your learning journey. Like you could have been a person that struggled with sitting down and learning something, whereas now that you are letting go of emotional upheaval and embracing the renewal of the presence, you're more able to look after yourself and what your needs are while you're in a study kind of learning process. It could be that you listen to texts while you do stretches, or while you walk, or while you run, or you you know, have the house to yourself one evening per week where you shut out everyone else and you can just focus. But this is a time to be getting educated in areas that you're passionate about but you lack knowledge of. And maybe it's also about being educated in things that you're letting go of, but like you're getting, it's like life experience that you've had, and getting education on how people make it, how people prosper through those things. Because this is something for you to nourish like forever moving forward, is this relationship. In the past, maybe you were critiqued for not being able to pay attention in school, and in that your nervous system's actually holding on to a lot of shame, like that misunderstanding of your own energy early on has had its imprint, and now you're learning to release that. Okay, is that good? There we go. On protection and unity, we have the Hanged Man with stillness. So this is a non-action card. This is a surrender to the present moment, looking for signs, seeking protection, seeking solace. And I feel like the wisdom in you is now more prepared to hold space for the version of you that is feeling every color under the sun, like joy, anger, sadness, love, flirtation, sensuality, you know, yeah. So please, if this reading resonates, take protected time to come into unity with your own energy, or with your own guide, with your own angel, and this to occur in stillness. I think there is definitely, it's definitely a time to anticipate changes in perspective for the better. And then on motivation and key, sorry, my nose is not a happy chappy. My nose is not a happy chappy. Motivation key. What is the keys to their motivation here, Spirit? What do they need to know about this? Six of Cups. Past. Your life experience. Your lived human life experience is part of your motion to unlock your future, which in this future is a new beginning where the past isn't haunting you anymore or biting at your heels or coming around the corner and blindsiding you. It's actually been integrated into your puku, where you feel like you know your truth, you know what you've been through, you know what you've lived through, and you know you deserve to belong and you deserve to receive all the blessings that are coming your way, okay? Six of Cups is about the balance of remembering the past in order to put it to bed, but also the nostalgia that you can feel where there were good things that also happened. There were blessings in the past, as well as traumas or curses. So focus on that. Let go of the shit that doesn't match your new frequency, your new baseline, your new attitude. There's like a moving from a foundation of accepting someone's poor behavior as fact, and then kind of pretending to be over it, but a part of you still like, I'm still fucking grieving this actually, because like we said, we didn't see it coming, but you weren't meant to see it coming because you needed to experience this level of disconnect, separation, rejection in order to pick up a part of yourself who's been waiting for you. Okay, so on the bottom, with ask for help and angel, your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. We have the Ten of Cups with completion. Well done. Well done for making it through. You've definitely experienced a lot on the emotional spectrum here. And I think that you will be very wise, a wise contender for the community to possibly one day ask for your help once the time is right. And maybe that time is now for some of you, but just allow the unfolding. Maybe both things will be happening at the same time. I also feel like with this completion card that you're completing a phase of life where you didn't believe or feel safe to connect to your Wairoa, to your spirit, to your ancestors, or maybe even to your culture. So that is now completed, and you're starting a new beginning where you get to be the innocent, pure, curious being about how you can connect with your culture, with what's happened, with your body, and any echoes of harm that has happened. How you connect to looking after yourself and balancing your limitless potential, but understanding your earthly limits and needing respite at certain times, or needing to go within, needing to consume knowledge for your highest good. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to any healing homies out there. It's felt like a chill reading. Was it chill? Okay, I'm gonna get an ending oracle here, guys, from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And this could be a sign that Spirit communicates through you with. They like to use nature, so animals as well. Angels obviously are definitely here, and ooh, sorry, I'm not taking that many. Just one more ending oracle here, please, Spirit, for this collective reading to help them transition back into their present moment. Oh. We got Spider Spirit. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real, number 56. I feel like part of this energy is like maybe for some of you, your inner child went through something that they weren't able to talk about, or no one knew how to facilitate to hold space for them because they were just in the chaos of whatever life was throwing at their family at the time. But it's like you are kind of renewed in who you are, and that allows this smaller human to be able to speak to how they felt about things in the past, which is a process of letting it go for you. You don't need to take action on it. You just need to hear her and allow that to inspire creative movement. We also had 2 more come out, so I'm just going to show you guys. Number 15, Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Beautiful. And 31, Groundhog Spirit. It's time to let go. It's time. It's outdated, okay? You got, now is a lucky time on the bottom with Rabbit Spirit. Okay, I'm going to read Spider, since that's who first came out, and it's right here. Okay. So this is for the Healing Homie Collective. Number 56, Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Oracle message. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then Spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and Spirit will take 10 towards you. For the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider Spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with Spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you may be considering. Writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now if you are so inclined. Let yourself be open to abundance. The protection message is, are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality? Are you stuck in the sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention isn't enough to make dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. Spider Spirit wants you to know that your plans will remain ephemeral unless you commit to being productive and industrious. For Spirit will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated, so begin to make your dream a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to Today is a day to choose one small step towards your dream. Remember, Spirit is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first one to bring the thread to the loom, then continue to do your part. Okay, healing homies. I'm going to leave that with you. Take what resonates to your highest healing path, leave the rest behind. And yeah, I just think with whatever you received over the weekend, take some time just to be with self and look at areas that you may be wanting to feel more support and cooling in your team, okay? Or receiving cuddles from our fur angels. Okay, I'll see you later.